What is going on, everybody? Happy New Year. We're going to be going over the 1-1 slate for the NBA today. Got a couple picks and a couple things to mention before we get into it real quick. So starting today, the Discord is going to be opening. The Discord link is going to be in the description for the video. The Patreon is also going to be opening. We're going to be starting it at $1 a day. Can be purchased by the month, or you can purchase it annually for 15% off. All that, again, is attached in the description for the video. Make sure to please like this when you come in. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed if you want to make some money this NBA season, and especially during the MLB. So, with that being said, let's get into what I'm looking at today. So, the first play and kind of the centerpiece of everything for me today is Tyrese Maxey. So, looking at Tyrese Maxey specifically, I'm going to have a couple plays for each of these players, and depending on the risk level that you personally want to take. So, Tyrese Maxey, I'm looking at a couple different plays. So, over on Chalkboard, I'm looking at Maxey at 31.5 to the over, 31.5 points and assist. In his last, let's say his last 3 games over against the Jazz, he has had 32 points and 6 assists for 38, 51 points and 1 assist for 52, and 25 points and 9 assists for 34. So that looks like pretty solid prop to me. Over on Sleeper, we're going to be taking the PRA at 30 plus. Very low. Should be able to hit. Maxey has hit this, and I believe, let's take a look. I believe it's 8 of the last 10 or 9 of the last 10 at 30 plus. It is 8 of the last 10. There was a game that he left early, and another was a blowout. Other than that, he has cleared pretty much 35 with flying colors. So, but there is no 35 to bet on Sleeper. So we're going to take it at 30. Otherwise, you can lock his points at 25, I think, considering 32, 51, 25 over the last 3. So kind of depending on the risk you want to put into it, those are the looks that I have today. 30 plus PRA, over 31.5 PA, and over 25 points. Next, let's take a look at John Collins. John Collins today versus Utah. Let me get him in there. Oh, sorry about those stats, guys. I typed in the wrong thing. I am tripping. All right, sorry about that. Tyrese Maxey has had 38 points, 4 assists, 33 points, 13 assists, 24 points, 3 assists in his last 3. Okay, so he's flown over in the 220-25 games. He's dropped 42 and 35. 42 and 46 PRA or PA in his first 2 games in 2025 against Dallas. Sorry, I was looking up John Collins and had Utah typed in there as the matchup. So John Collins versus Utah is the next play we're going to be looking at today. And we're going to be taking him for 1-3. Over on Sleeper, the actual line is at 0.5. On the other sites, specifically on Chalkboard and Underdog, it's at 1.5. I would take it down to 1. Collins has hit a 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the last 8 games, and he missed in 2021. So I think that's pretty much a lock, considering he's been hitting in the games recently as well. For 1, let me take a look at the hit rate on that. For 1 3-pointer, he has hit in 5 of the last 5 and 7 of the last 9. So I think as long as he shoots more than 3, we're fine. And in the history, he has shot 2, 7. Well, he's won 1 for 2, 1 for 7, 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 3 for 4, 1 for 6, over 3, 1 for 4. So 1 seems very, very feasible, and these are on 28 minutes for the most part. Collins right now is playing, I, I guess, right around that 27 to 30 minutes. So I would expect a 3 to come out of John Collins today. Next play, we're going to be looking at Maxime Reynaud. And we're going to be looking at him a couple different ways today, guys. We're going to be looking at his 20 plus PRA. There is no history on this matchup. So we're going to be looking at his 20 plus PRA, and he has hit that in 8 of the last 10. And the 2 misses were, one was a hook and one was with 14. The other way we're going to be looking at him is on chalkboard. We are going to be taking him over 7.5 RA. So basically, this is what I've got so far as far as slips. So we've got Tyrese Maxey at 31.5 RA. PA. John Collins over a 3, and Reno over 7.5 RA. Then over on Sleeper, we're going to be taking one slip that I think might be a little out of pocket, but it pays well. We're taking Tyrese Maxey and Maxime Reno for a double-double in not the greatest of matchups, but I think it's solid. So that is the slip I am playing today. Then on Sleeper, I have one last guy to talk about. The history really bugs me. I'm not going to lie about the history here. So let's talk about this and why I like it so much. So I was watching Keontae George play last night, and what he has become kind of as a player and how vocal he's become on the court and kind of taking over that unit. So in the past, he has had 30 minutes, 37 minutes, 33 minutes, 33 minutes, 34 minutes in his past 5. And he's only put up 16, 13, 21, 9, and 9 points. Okay. Shooting from most recent 6 of 12, 3 of 12, 7 of 14, 2 of 11. So he shot 50% twice, 25% once, and 18.5% the other game. Okay. So Keontae George this season, let me see. It's an away game. So let's take a look at the away log real quick. This season on the road, Keontae George, 35 minutes, 34 minutes, 34 minutes, 28 minutes, 31, 38, 35, 35, 38, 33, 33, 34. Okay. So higher minutes, especially on the road here. 28 points, 20 points, 39 points, 18 points, 29 points, 28 points, 34 points. So basically, he's hit this 20 plus in all but one. And then he has had 11 RA, 15 RA, 14 RA, 4 RA in the game that he had 18 points. That was also the game he only saw 28 minutes against the Knicks. So tough matchup and saw limited minutes. I'm assuming that game blew out. So outside of that, Keontae George has been an absolute monster, especially on the road. So Keontae George, you can take a couple ways as well. You can take him on Sleeper. I think the safest way to take him, and the way I did take him as part of this slip right here, was over 30 PRA. Okay. I would like to get higher than 30 PRA. But again, so this is, you can't say George over 30 PRA, John Collins for a 3, Reno over 20 PRA, and Maxey over 25 points. Okay, and that pays 3x for that 4-man. The double play 2-man with Reyno's double and Maxi, it pays 4x. And then the chalkboard 3-man, I had a 30% boost, and that makes it pay 2.5x on the 3-man. So really, my lineups are centered around 4 players today, being Tyrese Maxey, Keontae George, Max Marino, and John Collins. So again, there's a couple risk levels depending where you want to be, where you feel comfortable. If you want to put one guy a little higher, one guy a little lower, mix and match a little differently than I did. You have different options on different platforms. I honestly have been using Sleeper for the last 4 years, so it is just my natural go-to. If you've not signed up on Sleeper, if you use my code, capital letters PG, you will get a 100% match up to $100, get a free play, and then if you just hit me up in the Discord, I will give you a winning match to go with it. If it does not make you money on that first night, I will literally give you the minimum deposit, $10, that you can get that 100% match. I'm going to give that back to you. So there's no risk signing up for Sleeper. You're either going to make money your first night, or it's going to cost you nothing to get $20 in credits on there. I've never missed. I've never had to pay anyone their $10 back. Put it that way. And I have a lot of referrals on Sleeper. So outside of that, though, I've most recently been playing a lot on Chalkboard because of their 0.5 point promos. So you get a lot of those, and I will put money on just those days, and I will find one play that I really, really like, alt it to the lowest line, and then it gives you basically a 2x for free. Even though it's $10 max, generally that's still free $10 to put into your bankroll. So then also a lot on Chalkboard, because I do think they have the most fluid lines and the most availability of props with different levels and tiers of risk. But yeah, best of luck today, guys. Happy New Year, and I will be back tomorrow. Actually, I'll probably be back tonight to recap the slate like I normally am, and then I will see y'all tomorrow with some plays. Until then, make sure to check out the Discord. It opened today. It is free, obviously. And then the Patreon did open up today. It is $1 a day. Again, buy it by the month. You can buy it by the year. If you buy it by the year, it's 15% off. So it's pretty much free. $1 a day is absolutely nothing. You're going to get way more plays than what you're getting on the YouTube. You're going to get in-depth analysis of why I'm taking the plays. You're going to get history stats. You're going to get recency stats, all sorts of things. So make sure to check out the Patreon, check out the Discord. Until then, guys, I'm out.